Welcome to The House That Survived the War. On the 8th of May 1941, during the early hours, the street was woken by the horrible noise of bombs dropping, leaving the houses in a horrible mess. In one house, a baby and her father died. Mrs. Rogers also died in her house at the bottom of the garden. So many deaths, tears, and destruction. What happened here was both terrifying and awful. You know I love to investigate a place with history, but this one is so sad. We set up in this private location to see if we can talk to anyone that resides here still. Hello Spooklets, and welcome back to the channel, and if this is the first time you are seeing this face,
subscribe for spooky shit.
Tonight we're at a private location. This isn't abandoned. It kind of is, but isn't. It's owned. Zoe has the keys. It's not about the house though. It's about the land it's on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously you heard in the intro there was a bombing on the street next door, but the reports were like people talking from this street as well. I mean, it must have been a horrible day that day. The 8th of May 1941. A place of history will probably have a haunting. So we're going to give it a go, aren't we?
We are.
And it was just handy to come to this house while it's empty, because you can't really do it on the street, can you?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm with Zoe.
Hi.
So yeah, we'll sit down and we'll let you know, because there are neighbours, aren't there?
There we are.
So we'll have to debunk stuff. This light's flickering and I do apologise, but it's either that or not see me at all. It all adds to the ambience though. Where do we start?
I don't know.
Probably just by introducing ourselves, maybe.
Yeah.
Hello. My name's Susie.
And I'm Zoe.
And we've come to visit you tonight. It was a very sad day on the 8th of May 1941, early hours of the morning, on the street next to this one. And we're really, really sorry that those bombings happened and people were seriously hurt and killed. If there's anybody that knows of the story of that, if you were part of it, if you were here, could you make a noise and let us know that you're here with us? Either knock on something or speak if you can. Oh, I thought it was next door. It's definitely what it definitely wasn't. Whatever it was.
Do you want me to close that door? See how hot we get.
Yeah, let's test this.
A bit quieter now.
It is a bit quieter actually. I didn't realise how noisy it was until you shut it. So yeah, if you could make a loud noise, preferably maybe in this room, just to let us know you're here, we'd really, really appreciate it.
Who was it that built these? Was it the... There was a prisoner of war, wasn't there, who built
Italian.
these? Was it the Italian?
Italian prisoner of war built the streets, was it? Was it the
Built
roads?
All the roads around here were built by Italian prisoners of war.
Yeah. So the actual roads.
Yeah. So I wonder if, I presume some of them could have died while building the roads. So do we have anybody here from the Italian prisoner of war camp? If you can understand what we're saying,
Yeah.
can you make some kind of noise for us?
We're not here to harm or be horrible to anybody. We're here to prove that there's life after death. And we want to know your story, if that's okay.
Next door.
That's next door. It's just next door. I thought I heard a voice in there before it, but now they've spoken, obviously, I'm going to have to say it's them, I think.
Next door.
That's next door. It's just next door. It was a female that I heard. But it must have been next door, because obviously he spoke right after, so it must have been. I'll tell you what would help us know that it's you as well. The floors are really creaky upstairs, aren't they? We'd know it's you walking around upstairs. Could you do that? Could you walk around on the stairs themselves or on the landing?
So earlier Susie's bag moved.
Yeah, guys, that was when, your Mark popped, didn't he? Like I said, Zoe has the keys to his place. Her husband popped just to see us, didn't he, before we started. And I've got my blue bag that I normally have across me on this computer chair. And you two had popped upstairs to look at something, hadn't you? It was a pram, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I was putting this doll here that you would have seen in the B-roll. Can't see it all now. This one. I was just putting that there, and then you two came down. I was sat here, and my bag like moved.
Yeah. So if it was somebody in this house or on this land that moved that bag, are you able to move anything else from us? Because I know back then there was like the three of us, so there would have been more energy. But there's plenty of things in here.
Should I put them balls out with the bells in?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Right, guys, bear with me. What it is, we've got some balls here. They're cat balls, but they don't light up. They've got bells in them. So obviously if they move, they make a noise. They don't just flash. Well, they don't flash at all. I say just flash. I'm just going to lay some of these out.
On an investigation, there is nothing better than to use your senses, your hearing and your sight. But remembering my bag that moved, I thought maybe these balls might help. We do also put out a REM pod.
So we've laid some balls out. There's 7 altogether in there. There was 8, but I stood on one a while ago, didn't I?
You did.
Okay, so yeah, as Zoe said, if that was you that moved the bag of mine earlier, thank you if that was you trying to let us know that you're here with us. We really appreciate it. And Zoe's obviously asked if you can move something. We've put some balls about. They're really lightweight and they've got bells in. You could maybe move one of those for us, and I've put some on the stairs so you don't even have to come near us if you don't want to. And there's a box in the kitchen with a stick. If you touch it, it beeps and it'll let us know you're there. Could you do any of that for us, please? I hope we don't sound demanding. It's not what we want. It's just we can't see you. So by doing the things we ask, we know this is you.
playing the creek.
It's so silent, isn't it?
So can you help us know that there is life after passing by helping us by moving something or making a noise, or bang, or push one of these balls or touch that REM pod in there? It just helps us to understand that there is life after passing, because we say so many times that myself and Susie have experienced things, even together we've experienced things, and on our own, it'd be just nice for these people who are on these cameras to be able to see and, well, hear
Concrete evidence.
yeah, that you are, or there is life after passing. It's plain.
And if that brings back memories, there was also a plane crash. Not literally, not even quite a mile from here.
No.
2 planes?
Yeah, there was definitely one. We think that there was 2. And it's literally a stone's throw away from here.
Yeah.
A couple of streets, 2 streets away.
So it would have affected this area. It would have been loud. Maybe some debris.
Yeah, scary.
Very scary. That was next door.
See, I'm not hearing anything. All I can hear is...
It's not Jack Daniels, I'm telling you. It's heightened my senses.
Got another one.
Yes, please. It's an experiment I've wanted to try for a while, okay?
Which one was yours?
The blue. So we've got a bit of JD and Coke.
They would have had a good drink, wouldn't they, in the wartime?
Oh yeah. There was a lot of parties and not really celebrations as such, but well they I just had a man in the hallway.
Not really celebrations as such, but well, they.
Did you?
Why were you talking? Why does that happen? Just listening a minute just to make sure it wasn't the neighbour, but it was very clear there. I might stick that camera just in the doorway.
Did Susie just hear somebody in the hallway?
I'm unsure if it was next door, but it was different. It wasn't muffled like a wall. It was clear, and it sounded like it came from the hallway. What the hell was that?
Like a wall, it was clear, and it sounded like it came from the hallway. What the hell was that?
Oh, I've got goosebumps.
That was a tap.
It was quite loud, wasn't it? So there is somebody here with us. That's lovely. We're not scared. It's just because we're not expecting it, because you haven't done anything yet. Makes us jump a little bit. Could you make another noise for us? What was we talking about? Before
Drink,
I heard that.
party.
Did you like your parties? You see, that's muffled. That wasn't muffled.
Did you like to have a drink with your friends? The guys that you used to serve with, or even the ladies?
The ladies were often the ones at home, weren't they? And they did like... What did they do? They used to do something, the women did.
Like the nursing side of things?
No. Like neighbourhood sort of... I can't think now. Guys, can you help? there was something that women would do while the men were out to war. It's like they'd all club together, all the women of the men that were out to war, and they'd do something. Yeah, you see, I can hear that man next door, but his voice is so muffled, it was so clear. Was it when I was talking about celebrations? Because I said that it wasn't really celebrations.
It was more sort of keep yourselves going, sort of
Yeah,
have a drink and have a dance.
just to keep your spirits up. Excuse the pun.
You'll know the gentleman who was here earlier, my husband. You'll know him really well, because he almost grew up round here. Every day he'd be round here because his parents only live like round the corner.
Yeah.
So you would have seen him grow into that silver fox. He looks so much older than me. Anyway.
By the way, FYI.
And you would have seen me, and you would have seen my children lots of times.
There was a knocking over there.
I come over here because you and then listen.
Yeah, but I've moved over here. Let me just... No, it won't be moving then.
So do you like talking about the old times? If you can answer if we're right, if it's a yes, if you can make some kind of noise for us, but obviously don't make a noise if the answer's a no. So do you like talking about the old times?
So have we got somebody here then that lived in this house a long time ago that maybe witnessed these bombings, or at least the plane crash that happened?
I don't. Got
Goosebumps.
the hair on my arms is standing up.
Yeah.
The longer Zoe sat next to that hallway, the more on edge she felt. As you can see, she's got goose pimples, and she did hear a noise in the hallway that unfortunately the cameras didn't pick up. But she felt like if we went in there, we would be going into their space. So I decided to, instead of us going there, just put the camera further in the hallway.
So we don't want to enter your personal space, because if anyone is in there, we feel that we need to stay and give you your space. So we're going to stay in here. So all Zoe did was move a camera back in there. So no one's in there with you. It's just a device.
Would they know what device? It's
A
bit
camera.
Like
It's a camera. They know what a camera is.
Yeah.
Not a video camera, but
No.
they know what a camera is.
So it's a live photo.
Yeah, a live photo. That's all that is.
So are we hearing you in the hall? That light had stopped flashing.
Yeah, no, it started up again.
Have we heard you in that hall? If we have, do you think you could make another noise for us, please?
That's coming from the corner. Did you not hear it? It was constant tapping. It's like... That mic would have picked that up. Why is it still recording?
It's not somebody on the door, is it?
My card's not full, I don't understand. I'll have to change the member card. That card's not full. Right. Let me change the member card.
Right, where were we? What were we saying?
We was just saying about that's a live camera.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had the tapping. The tapping, and that stopped recording. It said cards full.
Oh yeah.
I don't know whether it stopped recording before or after the tapping though. Oh yeah, guys, this train was made by
The prisoners of Dartmoor.
the prisoners of Dartmoor.
There's more to it. There's a huge track that comes with it, and there's more that connects to this bit.
Yeah.
But obviously, you felt how heavy it is.
Yeah, it
It's
is
a
heavy.
weighty piece of work
And dusty.
and very dusty. It's been in the loft for.
Not that dust off, it'll be a bit lighter.
We spent ages and ages calling out. The tapping I unfortunately didn't get on the main camera was weird, but during this sped up bit we got the odd taps, but it wasn't concrete enough. We decided to move into the hall, where we originally didn't feel we would be welcome, just to see if anything would happen.
So we've kind of gone central-ish. And we're surrounded by all the rooms. And we're right at the bottom of the stairs, so we'd hear more upstairs from here. We've heard noises in here, whether it's paranormal, we don't know. We've definitely heard noises in the kitchen. And we have heard noises in the living room. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
We'd really appreciate anything you can give us. If you could move anything, loud knocks, speak. I swear I've heard a man. If you could do anything nice and loud, nice and prominent for us, we'd really, really, really appreciate it. If you walked on them stairs as well, they're very creaky. We'd hear you loud and clear. Could you do that? Yeah. I know what I am thinking, because I'm getting rather sweaty. What if we did a lock off? If I put my phone there facing here, leave the camera on a lower tripod facing here, and have the balls in a line and the REM pod in the middle, just see what happens.
Yeah.
Like I've said, we'd had things happen, but we couldn't put it down to paranormal. We did feel unwelcome in the hallway to start, but decided to go in there to see if we could get anything to happen, being in their personal space. Still, nothing. So if we left the building, but left the cameras running, was we going to get anything on camera this way?
Right, we've left some bits. I don't know who can see me. We've left some bits, and yeah, we're going to go out and we'll just... Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. We'll let you know when we're coming back in. Just more for when I'm editing, because otherwise I'll be like, what's that? We'll shove it behind us, shall we? Or just there? Oh, it's so much fresher. Right, we'll leave it. Zoe's just gone to the toilet. When she's been to the toilet, we're going to try upstairs, give it a go up there. But yeah, we'll try upstairs, see if we can get anything up there. I hope we do, but this is the thing with investigations, isn't it? You don't know what's going to happen, if anything's going to happen. And I don't mind putting the quieter videos out there because it just shows you guys that it doesn't always happen. And even if we get a night where it seems to be quite active, it doesn't mean it's paranormal all the time. Sometimes we can't debunk things, but it still doesn't mean it's paranormal. But this is why we go out as much as we do, because paranormal is rare, and the more you go out, the more chance you've got of running into it. That's the mindset of it anyway. Here she is. Is anybody up here with us? Are you up here? Did you make a noise? We don't want much from you, we just want to know you're here. And like I've said, anything you give us, we're very thankful, but we're unsure whether it's you. So a direct response would be amazing. So if you could make a noise for us now, we'd really, really appreciate it. It's the toilet, because you flushed it.
I thought it was a cat bell.
Yeah. So did I.
That's not just the toilet.
That one even in the bathroom.
That's not just the toilet.
That one even in the bathroom. I think it came from the room. Are you making noises? Could you do it again? There's a doll here, and I think I've been wanting something to happen with it. I don't know why, I've been quite drawn to this doll. Sorry guys, it's dark. There's literally nothing in here.
Just making sure there's nothing out on the street as well. There's not.
That definitely came from the map. What was that I spoke about?
The doll.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I've wanted something to happen with that doll. I don't know what it is, but I'm quite drawn to it. Could you move the doll or the bell that's on the doll? If you could knock that doll over, it would be quite impressive. Was it you that moved about in that room? Do you think you could do it again for us? Let us hear you. Can you give us anything? Just one more time. So it's quite distinct.
Mm-hmm. So we know it's you.
Yeah. If you've got any activity, honestly, we really thank you and really appreciate it. But I'd like to know who we're talking to. So, was you a person that died in the bombings? If you was, can you make a noise? Knocked down. Well, either at the bottom of the stairs, I would say. Knocked down. Well, either at the bottom of the stairs, I would say. So just to confirm, if you could be a bit louder, did you die in the bombings? That was right there.
Mm-hmm.
That was right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you lived on the street next door, the next street along?
That was me. I've gone all wobbly.
I have. Like I can't balance
I've just literally had to hold on.
to something.
I've been stood like that for a while as well.
Yeah. Are you aware of the other people that died along with you in the bombings? Those two. Those two. There. But I don't get what's tapping. Right. Not that.
I think it's the floorboard.
Do you?
I think it's coming from quite low down.
Yeah, it is coming from low down.
Is this one of them cases where, with a bit of perseverance, people that used to be here decide finally to come forward and talk to us? It seemed to have started happening, talking about the bombings again, so we just carried on and went with it.
Was there many of you that died? Well, obviously we've read of some, and especially the baby that sticks in my head that was in their cot. Was there many more? Was there quite a few that died? So if we're talking to someone that died in the bombings, obviously it was on the street round the corner, the next street along. Why are you in this house? Did you know the people that lived here? Did you come round to this house a lot? Are you lost and this is something you recognise?
That was me banging.
Oh, okay.
Or were they from here, but they were walking down that street to the shops or visiting someone down there?
So did you live in this house, but you picked, unfortunately, the wrong place and time to be in that area? If we've got anybody, if we've got more than one person here with us tonight, Can you make a loud noise? Nice and loud. So
Quiet.
it is, but it's weird how we've got responses to the bombings. Like somebody that was, unfortunately, their life was taken during that time. Would have been ideal to come on the 8th of May, the anniversary. Do you think you could give us a grand finale, something nice and big, or use your voice, anything? Come on, nice loud noise just to say goodbye. Her eyes like, the camera's gonna die. Can you see her eye look? She looks like she's had a Jack Daniels, just like us. Anyway, before the camera dies, thank you guys for joining us on this investigation. We love your company. Thank you, channel members. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Thank you to the subscribers on this channel that are channel members. You guys are legends. But yeah, I'm going to get going because the camera's literally going to turn off in a second. And I will speak to you all in the next investigation. But until then, sleep tight.